Hey, how's it going guys? 1FO here, and today I'm going to be showing you all of the best scripts for Shindo Life. So all of these scripts are working in the newest update of the game, and if you're looking for them, I'm going to have all the links in the description. So yeah. So as you can see, I do have around 6 GUIs for this game, but I also have 2 scripts for auto spinning and also infinite spins. So if you're looking for those, I'm going to have them listed separately in the description. And also for the bloodline changer, there's going to be a list down there for all of the key names that you can type in. So for example, I could type in right here, Shindai, Akuma, and then boom, I get that bloodline. So stuff like that, I'm going to have all of those listed down in the description. But for now, I'm going to start over here on this Solaris Hub V2. So that's this script down here, and I'm going to start on the auto farming tab. So right here at the very top, as you can see, there's an auto rank. So that's pretty much going to prestige you after you're at a certain level. So right now, as you can see, I'm at the F0 rank, which is the lowest rank in the game. And that also looks like my name. But anyways, so right there, you have your F0 rank, and whenever you get to a certain level cap, it's going to automatically rank you up. But right here is where all the fun stuff comes in. So you can automatically farm all the bosses with their drops. You can automatically add up all of your points into one specific thing. So for example, right here, I'm kind of low on my HP. So I'm going to come over here, check the health box, and boom, it's just going to dump all of my points directly into there. And of course you can make it a higher number over here if you don't want it to just like empty them one by one. It can go a lot faster. And of course you can leave this on while you're auto farming to just keep upgrading you while you're going. But yeah, so I'm going to come over here to the auto farm tab and show you all the quest stuff. So if you're wondering, this is the fastest way to level up. I only have like less than 2 hours total in this game just from recording. And I already have like level 528. But yeah, so I'm going to start over here on the quest farm. So before you do anything, you're going to have to come over here and actually select your quest type. So right here you have your dirt, deliver, cat, graffiti, weeds, and mobs. But of course the most profitable for EXP is going to be the mobs. So I'm going to click mobs, and then you're going to click it until it says it over here. Click the arrow again, and then click quest farm. So boom, just like that. It's going to teleport you right behind all of them. And for some reason, whenever I do this, I literally take like a little bit of damage whenever I'm doing it. But I don't think I've ever actually died while auto farming, so it's pretty nice. And also once you finish the auto farm, it's going to teleport you right back to where you started. So even if you die just like this, it's not going to stop auto farming, because the second you respawn, it's going to bring you right back to the exact same spot. So let me show you that right now. Boom, just like that. And I'm right back to punching them again. So really smooth, really simple. And if you leave this on with an anti-AFK script, you can just do it overnight and not have to worry about like anything breaking. So there's my free EXP. I think I just leveled up, yeah, boom, just like that, leveled up 5 levels in a matter of like 10 seconds. And of course I am pretty bad. I have like a mud fruit and also a crystal fruit, or this is not blox fruits, bloodline, sorry. So right there, as you can see, I'm not really using any abilities, it's just my combat. So kind of weird for me. But whenever you want to disable it, click uncheck this check mark, and it's going to bring you straight back to where you were when you first used it. And okay, so there we go. Let me recharge my chi. Okay, so just like that, that's all you have for the auto farm. Of course, you also have all these other quests you can do, so you can actually select multiple at once. So if you're trying to maximize the efficiency, you can do all of them at once. But you're going to need a pretty decent computer to run that, because it could be jumping you around back and forth, and it can get kind of laggy. But then you can click quest farm, and as you can see, now it's going to do the dirt quest for me. Whenever it starts, it's going to start cleaning. But yeah, enough of the auto farm. I'm actually going to move on down to this. So second part is going to be the client tab. And right here, this is all the stuff you can do. So scrolls, this is the scroll farm. And you can ignore scrolls that you already have. You can pick up companions, pick up modes and genkais. Okay, so spamming E, I think this is for like your ability that you have on E. So right now I have nothing on there, but if you did, that would work. No clip is pretty weird to use in this game. I mean, sometimes it works on these GUIs, but I've noticed that on this script it doesn't. So let me try it. Okay, yeah, so I don't think this one works on here. But if you're wondering how I've been like flying around this whole time, that's actually with the VG Hub. So the script up here, it has a lot of cool stuff. So, for example, no clip, click the N key on your keyboard. Boom, you can walk straight through walls. So pretty much everything that with like your client and your local player, you're going to want to use VG Hub. They have a time freezing thing. You can do anti-lag. You can do an invisible camera that lets you zoom your camera through walls, which is actually really, really useful. It just like stops you from getting your vision blocked off and stuff like that. You can get rid of all of your limbs and just walk around like this. Looks really, really weird. And if you want to get rid of it, you're gonna have to reset your character. So let me do that right now. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff on this VG hub. I'm not gonna go too in-depth with it because it's mostly just local player stuff. But they do also have a decent auto farm tab. So like, as you can see right here, they have the auto farm for bosses, mobs, dungeons, bosses again, event bosses. There's an auto rank, pretty much anything that you could want, even a war farm. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. I'm gonna come on back here to the Solaris hub. And if you're wondering why I keep opening up like my Bloodline menu and this menu, it's because you can't really use any script in this game unless you do that, because it locks your mouse in the middle. But yeah, so you have this semi-god mode right here, infinite jump, and also a walk speed and jump power. So let me show you that right now. Hopefully this one works. It wasn't working for me earlier. Let's see. Walk speed. Okay, so it does work. Really, really nice. You could just obviously fly around the map like this. And I'd recommend you don't turn on jump power and instead just use infinite jump. But this is just a really, really nice way to get around the map. And if you're in a private server, of course, there's going to be no consequences. But I have been exploiting in this account for almost 2 years now, and I've never been banned. Okay, so there are a little bit of things on the ESP tab. So when you enable it, you can do character boxes, which is going to show you where people are around the map. And that's only going to be players, not NPCs. And you can even like add some more info, so I could do like their name, their health amount. You could do their mode, their party that they're in. So yeah, lots of cool stuff on here. There's some miscellaneous tab, which doesn't have that much stuff on it. But you can do right here, this is a no cooldown with Tin-tailed Spirit. You can spam E. I have no idea what this one is. I think it's the same one from the earlier thing in the script. Teleports, these are all the places you can go to. And I'm not going to go here because they actually make you go into a new, like, server, so I'm going to have to re-execute all these scripts. Okay, this is the really, really, really nice tab. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the other tab, the other GUI showcased a while ago that had something like this. But these are all the private servers that you can teleport to. So if you're wondering where this is, it's in the very last tab called Private Teleports. So if you don't have your own personal VIP server, you can always use this one. And it's even going to tell you what server they're in. Yeah, lots of cool stuff on this script. And if you're looking for a script that's pretty much the same thing, again, this one does have a key. The key system's really easy to go through, but if you don't want a key, come over here to Snow Hub. It's a lot simpler. The only reason I didn't showcase it is because it's been kind of buggy with like the infinite spins, infinite scrolls, the auto farm is a little buggy. But yeah, so I'm not going to showcase too much about Snow Hub. Of course, you have your Genkai Changer GUI over here. So there is a war farm on this thing, so right here, you have your war mode farm, you click this, of course you have to be in war mode. Right here is where you're going to enter in any of your things, so for example, I can come over here and change my thing to crystal, and then I'll just have that. And I've been kind of bugged after I used that auto farm. I don't know why all of my ability slots went away. But yeah, pretty much what this is like a bloodline bag, so you can change it to whatever you want and then just go around, spin whatever you want, and then if you don't get anything better than that, you can always go back to it. So pretty much just a free game pass right there. You could change it to whatever you want. Okay, so this Premier Hub script to the very top right, this script does not have that much stuff on it. I mean, it's literally just an auto farm, but it does work. So you have your auto farm right here, click it, it's gonna come over here to the quest and then start killing things. Okay, yeah, so again, you're not gonna really want to use more than one script. I'm only doing that for the sake of the video. Never execute more than one of these scripts, because it kind of breaks each one. But yeah, so pretty nice script over here. I want to move on to VG Hub, which is a really, really well put together script. I don't think I've ever made a video without showcasing it. So as you can see right here, you have your auto farm. I think I've already showed you guys most of the stuff on this tab. Of course, you have your auto upgrade, and you don't even need to like select an amount. It's just going to automatically dump all of your points directly into this one. But something that I've noticed you can do is come over here and select 2 different ones. So I can do something like this, and then whenever you have enough points, let's say you have like 100 points, it's going to put 50 into Taijutsu and then 50 into your chakra. So that's all it's going to do pretty much. It's not going to dump them all into one. And you also have your flying right here, which is really useful. So let me do that right now. Click H, and then you can literally just fly around the map. A lot more easy to use than infinite jump, but it's like kind of getting in the way of everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is except for the infinite spins and also auto spin scripts, which I'm gonna have in the description. But yeah, so hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you can, and as always, peace.